Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, Escape Art by Scott, and I am Scott. And subscribe to my channel for me, and keep on hitting that old like button to help me out, guys, with this. I did find out something yesterday. I went on YouTube and I had just typed in a little question: how many videos do you actually need before you start getting noticed? And to get 1,000 views, you need 140 to 150 videos out there before you start getting noticed. Well, this video I'm about to do, it'll be my 32nd video that I have done. So I'm nowhere near, of course, 140. But that's kind of giving me hope. Maybe that's why I'm not getting that many views on my videos, because I just ain't done enough. So I got some hope, so I'm going to go ahead and stick with it. This video here is that this is a 18 by 24 canvas, a little bigger than what I normally paint on. I normally paint on a 16 by 20. This is 18 by 24. This video will be a little more involved. Usually my videos last between 30 and 40 minutes. However, this one right here is going to be a bit longer, so I'm going to get right to it. All right. First thing off, I'm going to paint the top portion of this canvas some white. Then I'm going to come back with some phthalo blue and just drop in a quick sky. And that's all I'm going to do. So I'm going to turn off this camera to save a little some battery life on my camera, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I put on my white. I'm going to come back here with some phthalo blue, and this is what your brush needs to look like when you're putting some paint on the brush. It needs to be distributed throughout the bristles of the brush, okay? Just don't dab it into your paint. Take your brush and pull out some and tap it into your paint like that. If you go directly into that pile of paint, you're going to have too much paint on your brush, and we don't want that. So let's go ahead and come up here and just drop in this old sky right quick. As you can see, I don't mess around with these skies. I just drop it in. And then I start smoothing this out a little bit, coming right up to the top. Usually just doing a little X motion with your brush. However you want to do it is fine. And then going across, just removing those brush strokes. Now I'm going to step back, see what I need to add. Alright, and I'll be right back. Alright, next thing I'm going to put in a little mountain right here. I mixed me up with a little black, blue, and some white. And this paint is going to be, I'm going to have a distant mountain here back here. And then I'm going to come back in here with a closer mountain. I'll show you how to put a mountain in front of a mountain, basically. Alright, so give me some more old paint here. And then, let's see, come right up in here. And these mountains, they go every which way. Keep that in mind when you're doing your mountain. Meaning, make them grow every which way. Don't make your peaks the same height, the same thing. It just won't look good. Here's another one. Something like that. Yeah, as long as your peaks are at a different height and they look different, I think you'll be all right. Now I'm going to take a little brush here before this paint dries, and I'm just going to come down with it a little bit. It's already getting dry on me. And let me wipe just a little mist on my brush. Just come down just a little bit. And I don't know, something like that. You don't care what's going on in here. Just the top part of your mountain. That's what's important at this stage. Again, guys, the top of the part of your mountain, the top is what's important here. Don't worry about what's going on in here because you want to cover that up. And normally I take a palette knife and I'll just go right here and put in the snow, right? But this mountain is going to be way in the background because I'm going to have another mountain in front of it. So I don't need that, this mountain here to have a lot of detail in it. So I'm going to use a brush this time to brush in the snow. And you're just going to come right up in here and just let it fall down. And this brushing, what it does, it kind of fades out the mountain in a way. And you'll see once I put in the mountain that's going to go in front of it. What I'm meaning. Because this right here is not too much detail at all. And this might be a good way for you beginners to put on your snow. Just use a brush. And I want to continue on doing this. I'll just showing you. And again, don't put too much snow or white paint on your brush. Get some on your brush and then wipe it off on your palette to get out the excess. And that's just enough to do what you need to do up here. Alright, I'm done with this mountain here. Now I want to come right from here and put in some little mist at the base of that mountain. Using the same brush and just come right in here and just put a little mist at the base of that mountain. Something like that. And it does two things. It adds a little something else to your painting, and also it cleans up the bottom of your mountain. See? Alright. I want to step back and take a look at this mountain, see what I need to add, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, now I'm going to come back in here with a bigger mountain, more bolder, more stronger looking mountain. So I'm going to use a darker color. I just got black and blue on this one on my palette knife, without any white in it at all, of course. And then you're going to come up here. When you're doing your mountain, don't be afraid. Practice, 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 and then start doing your little paintings on like you want to show off in your arts and crafts shows that's around you in your area. But before you start doing that, you need to practice, okay? And enough on that. So just come right up in here and then drop it in. See how much darker that is? Just come right up. Let some of this mountain, make sure some of this right here that you're missed, make sure some of that shows. That'll be your separator. Now this right here is going to be just a big, huge mountain. I'm going to have another one. One more little peak. The best way when you're doing these peaks, just let it go. Don't even try to think about, and it'll look, this is what you get. All of my peaks, different height, they look different. And that'll do it. Now I want to come back and get that brush again, see if I can't brush up some of this. and get some more paint down here with it. And I want to continue building up this mountain. Alright, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, well this mountain here is drying. Notice I didn't come all the way down. I came over down here and I was going up, you know, it's higher and higher. And well, I want a little recess area in there because I'm going to come back in here and put some water. Phthalo blue, and he's going to come right down. Right up in here. And it's alright to get some of that black in there, that's okay. Some of this mountain color. Because mountain color, all it is black and phthalo blue itself. Then I'm going to touch it just a little bit of phthalo green. Phthalo green, guys. I like phthalo green in my water. And then here comes the secret. Big time secret. Just go across. And you instantly have a lake right there. Nice lake. Alright, about ready to put some snow on this here mountain. And this lake right here, if it's a little bit too dark, just add a little white. Come down with some white and then go across. Mainly right in the middle. Normally on the sides of lakes, ponds, whatever, it's darker on the sides. But in the middle it's a little lighter. So, again, if it's too dark, add a little white down and go across. It'll fix it. Got my white paint. My palette to pick out a peak wherever you want. And I think I'm going to come right up in here. And again, guys, you got to let this thing break. See that? What I mean by breaking? It's all broke up. Don't cover all this black up that you got right here. No. Don't do that. Because you do that, this all going to look white, right? So you don't want that. Come back in here. Just put in a nice little peak right there. Something like that. Let's come over here. Again, let it break. Look how that thing just breaks right off that knife. That is the key. That is the key. And I'll come back in here a little while and I'll put in a little shadow color. Let's come over here and get this one. Like that. I'll mix up me some shadow color. It's just some blue and white. Just mix it up. And then I'm going to come right on back. And I got me another little palette knife here. And I'm going to come right up in here. And I'm going to start putting in some shadow areas. Again, try to let this break also. Right up in here, I'm going to hit this right there. Nice little shadow area. That's what you got to do throughout your painting. Pick out your highlights, pick out your shadows. Alright, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue on doing this mountain. And then I'll be right back. Come right up here, get this one right here. and then I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm done here with my mountain. And now I'm going to come in here with some green. And I'm going to come right here and just got some green on my brush here. And just come right over. That. And you know, you can mix it up a little bit if you want to. Make sure it just comes right over in front of that water. Ain't a bad looking scene, I don't think. I think I'm onto something here. And I'm just going to keep on pulling these layers after layer. Now when I get down here, I'm going to have some big old trees, some evergreens. Connect that, yeah. There. There. Alright. Alright guys, now I'm going to come back in here with some big old evergreens and to finish up this painting. And I just covered this in right here with some dark paint, just some black and some sap green I mixed together real quick and just slapped it down because the bottom part was all white. Now you come back in here with your trees, you have to cover up your white, and it's a little difficult when you're putting in trees. You don't want those stacks of white showing through. So you covering this up, that'll take care of that. Alright, so I'm going to come in here and put in some trees. But before I do that, you know, you got this old, I got two mountains here. And you got it covered in snow. And you got a little frozen lake back here, whatever this is, right? You know, you would think it would be too cold for mosquitoes, but I guarantee you will find a mosquito in there. All right. For some reason, I just got a feeling. And you know, and around our area, you know, we have our share of mosquitoes, and I kind of. You know, I just got a thing for mosquitoes. I hate them. I really don't like a mosquito at all. And we have some big ones here in the southeast here. And the other day, I seen one. I swear, if you put your finger on it, you feel a heartbeat. You get out, you get a blood pressure reading from that mosquito. It's so big. You know, about a week or two ago, killed one, and a tick and 2 fleas jumped off it. That's how big that joker was. So we got to share mosquitoes. You'll find a mosquito up there somewhere. But anyway, I will come back in here with some white, some black paint here. Mix it in with some sap green. Have my fan brush right here, and just come up here and just touch it wherever you want the tree at. I think I'll take one right here. And of course, you don't have to go all the way down. Of course, you already got your black here. So, and just use the upward stroke or whatever stroke you want to use, of course. And go right there. Now, this tree doesn't go all the way down, but I'm going to stop right here with the black because you won't be able to see it anyway. Because of that black right there. That's okay. Put another one right here. A little starter line. And just touch it. I don't know if you guys can see me doing that all right. Come all the way down where that black is at. Now when I come in with my highlight, my green, I'm going to come all the way down here with the green. Then you'll understand. So I'm going to go ahead to turn off the camera on this, and I'll be right back. We'd like to add baseball. Baseball's a beat again today. You know, in baseball we got the old lockout going on, and I really don't understand that. Like I said before, millionaires arguing with billionaires, basically over nickels and dimes. It is ridiculous. But it's them and theirs. You know, who am I to spend their money, right? So that's on them. That's their money. But I don't know, kind of, it's bad. It ain't nothing good about it. But anyway, I'll come back here and finish this all up. All right, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm done with my tree line here. And I just got a little brown on my palette knife, and I'm just going to come along here and drop in some tree trunks. Just here and there, not too many. Not too bold, because when I put a highlight on there, it's going to cover up some of it. And I kind of like putting this on there right before the highlight, because when I put the highlight in, it's going to mix in with some of that brown. And it kind of gives it an effect of some little more color in the trees. A little more brown color. Maybe a few little dead ones out there somewhere. Here and there. And that's all I'm going to do with that. I'm going to come back with some highlights. I just got some green on my brush here. And just come back in here. See, it's going to hit that brown tree trunk. It kind of gives a little discoloration, a little different flavor to it, I guess. I kind of like that. And, you know, these scenes, they just ain't all pretty and green, you know. They got some other colors in there. I'm trying to keep this dark color intact against this green. I don't want, what I'm putting on, I don't want to mix in with this color right here, because then it'll look flat. You need a little separation. This is a lighter green. I'm going to put on a little darker green. I just got a little yellow in here. I need to see it at least. All the way down. And I'm going to continue on doing that, alright? And I'm going to go ahead and shut this camera off. Hopefully I can squeeze this in just in one shot. Hey guys, I'm going to call this one finished here. I got my trees all in here now. I'm going to add a little bird, but my camera about to go dead on me. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this. A little more involved what I'm normally do. Actually, I don't know if I've ever done a painting like this before or not. I don't think so. But I hope you enjoyed this one, guys. Again, keep on subscribing, hit that like button for me, and hopefully I can keep this going, and I'll be putting more and more out. Hopefully I get more views and all. But anyway, until next time, guys, you guys take care of yourselves.